Hello, my name is Carrie Loeb, or Carlitos here in Mexico. And today I want to dive into the different ways that the locals refer to foreigners here in Mexico and show you how you can use a few of these terms naturally in everyday conversation. Before we dive in, I also share language tips and advice on moving to Mexico on my Facebook page, Making Mexico Your Home. And you can click the link below in the notes section to request to join. And for those of you considering a move to Mexico, I also run the website Expat Pathway Mexico, where you'll find more useful resources, including my blog and a way to sign up for my monthly e-newsletter. Again, click the link below to explore more. So in Mexico, there are four common terms used to refer to foreigners. The first one is extranjeros. This literally means foreigners and is commonly used in formal or general contexts. So let's say this, extranjeros. And one more time, extranjeros. Okay, and the next one is estadounidense if you're an American, or canadiense if you're Canadian. And Mexicans very often use these terms. So let's say these. Estadounidense, and again, estadounidense, or if you're Canadian, canadiense, and again, canadiense. So for example, I usually say soy estadounidense when asked where I'm from, which means I'm an American or I'm from the United States. You can also say soy de Estados Unidos, which means I am from the United States. So let's say that, soy de Estados Unidos, and again, soy de Estados Unidos. By the way, the term Americano is not commonly used since America includes Mexico and also the rest of the continent. Okay, the next way to say this is gringos. And this is a very familiar term. I'm sure most of you know this. Originally, it referred specifically to people from the US, but nowadays it's used more broadly for foreigners, particularly those from outside of Latin America. And the final way to say foreigners is Weros. Let's say that, Weros. And one more time, Weros. And this word literally means blondes, but is commonly used to refer to white people in general. In central Mexico, where I live, and likely in most parts of the country, gringos is the most common term. However, when I spend winters in the state of Oaxaca, I notice güeros being used more often than gringos. And it's important to note that Mexicans are generally very kind and respectful. So you might not often hear them use these words in your presence because both gringos and güeros can carry a slightly derogatory tone, though it's usually meant in a lighthearted and humorous way. However, among themselves, Mexicans will often refer to foreigners this way, as gringos or güeros, without any real malice intended. So this offers us a great opportunity for some cultural integration and for practicing some Spanish. For example, when speaking with a taxi cab driver, a bus driver, or a shop employee, I might say, "Órale, amigo, hay muchos gringos aquí ahora, ¿no?" And this translates to, "Wow, friend, there are a lot of foreigners here now, aren't there?" So let's say this again. "Órale, amigo, hay muchos gringos aquí ahora, ¿no?" And one more time. "Órale, amigo, hay muchos gringos aquí ahora, ¿no?" All right, very good. So a little self-deprecating humor like this often gets a laugh and helps you to be treated more like a local. So try this or some variation of this next time you get the opportunity. All right, I'm going to go into the three main ways I use to learn Spanish. And if you've already heard this, then you don't need to listen. But if you haven't, this is really important. Number one, write it down. So keep a notebook of new words and expressions you learn, either here in these lessons or anywhere else. Number two, review it. Regularly go over your notes and practice speaking it out loud. And number three, speak it. So use these new words and phrases in real interactions at a store checkout, with a taxi cab driver, anywhere. Mexicans really appreciate the effort, and you may even make a new friend. So, speaking these words and expressions out loud reinforces your learning, and it makes it easier for you to remember. If you would like to cut and paste these 3 ways to learn Spanish, you can do so in the notes below. Okay, enjoy your journey into Mexican culture and language. Que te vaya bien. Nos vemos.